butt cheek hurts so bad right now.
It does? Why?
I think from running. I ran 7 miles last night.
Yee. I don't even want to drive 7 miles.
Right?
I got obsessive compulsive after 2 miles. I went, all right, I'm definitely running 5. And then after 5, I was like, so just 2 more miles? And then I can do 7?
Does somebody have to pick you up afterwards, or do you do the loop?
What do you mean? No. I ran in circles, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Just in the backyard, just round and round.
Around the pool. The dogs are watching. I'm like, what's going on right now? What's
Is he
Dad
chasing
doing?
rats like the cat? What's happening?
What's Dad doing right now?
He was gone forever, to the point where I thought, I hope he's okay.
It got scary at one point, so I was like,
It was pitch black.
I was listening to the song, and they were using the Halloween. And I was like, oh, fuck. What if someone decided to kill me?
I'm going home. What happened?
And then he ran faster. He's like, ah.
And that's why it wasn't 8 miles.
Right?
My God, I am so fucking sore.
You are.
Oh my
Feel it.
God.
We took our 7-year-old to Fright Fest
Oh.
and lasted 5 minutes. And
I
he
am
was
sure.
like, Mom!
Yeah.
And then he's like, I want to go home. I want to go home. And this monster came up behind him and he goes, don't go home. And Brody's like, I'm done.
I'm walking home myself.
Mom?
Oh my God.
So, okay, look at me. I'm doing it before 6 minutes. I have Bert Kreischer on the table right now.
There we go.
Yeah, look at me being professional.
I love you.
Now, have you ever broken anything?
I fell off a waterfall. Not recently, like 3 years ago?
A little longer than that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
On my
maybe-
back.
Almost.
On your back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he also broke his ribs. He got mauled.
I've broken my ribs a bunch of times.
Broke
Oh,
foot.
yeah, the
Broken
ball.
foot. Yeah, I've broken a bunch of stuff. I've broken my ribs a lot.
What was the worst?
I got mauled by a bull.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That one was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad.
That was for the show, yeah?
Yeah, one of my shows.
Was the waterfall for the show, too?
It was one of my shows, yeah.
Okay. Well, at least it was during work.
It was
Yeah.
a bad choice of show, maybe.
Oh.
Or it was a bad career.
Oh.
I just always got pigeonholed as the guy that would do anything.
And he's
Yes.
scared of his own shadow, which is really funny.
Yeah, I got scared on a jog last night.
But in your defense, you were listening to creepy music.
It was Run the Jewels.
Oh.
You can tell I'm sore, right?
Yeah, I can tell you're tight. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working out like fucking crazy.
Oh, we should mention Sober October is going on right now.
Mm-hmm. And this is where it gets ruthless.
The end?
Yeah, it's like the video Rogan just posted was that he noticed that I went to a spin class, so he's going to go extra hard today to twist the blade.
Uh-huh.
Basically, I'm not even joking, it's Joe, Ari, and Tom against me.
Because of the Mickey Mantle gene.
Last night I had a dream. Yeah, but by the way, the Mickey Mantle gene was a fucking joke. But I think they took it serious when I ran the marathon and started doing triathlons, and I still was out of shape. I had a dream last night that they had gone into my MyZone app on my phone, which is the heart rate monitor we wear, and changed my weight so that I wasn't registering at a different heart rate. And so I literally almost woke up in the middle of the night to check Ari's heart rate on one of Joe's videos to find out if we were all in the green at the same heart rate.
Oh my God.
I had dreams about this last night.
How many times have you guys done this?
This is our second Sober October, our third challenge.
Okay.
Tom and I did a weight loss challenge that was really fun because, you know, Tom and I are both, I think, we're both, I don't know the right way to say it, but like, we both were trying to lose weight. We definitely wanted to win, but we were both inspiring each other, and it got competitive, but it never got as competitive as this one's getting, like, hardcore competitive.
Who's the most, like, loser, how do I put this? Like, the one that's competitive, not like Joe, though, but that'll talk the most shit, or is it Joe that talks the most shit?
I talk the most shit. I definitely talk the most shit. I deserve the three of them competing against me, because
So then why are you complaining
Well,
about
shut the
it?
fuck up, Leanne. I didn't interrupt
You
you.
can't complain if you set it up that way.
But part of me is thinking, you know, it's like they realize that part of me loves this because it's great for social media. It's fun. Mm-hmm. It's good Insta stories, talking shit. It's like a little bit of how I operate on Instagram, and so it's fun going back and forth. It's all fun and games, but this was like Ari's ripped all of a sudden. Ari was came from out of nowhere.
Yeah, but he was skinny to start with.
No, but he is now ripped. He's got abs.
And he showed them to you.
Yeah, he did.
I can attest to how much shit Bert talks because he was shit talking in the middle of an Avails call that I did for the Comedy Store.
How funny is that?
She's like, hey, do you want any spots this week? And he's like, no, I'm doing Sober October. Tell all of them they can suck my dick.
Oh my god. So you're creating your own dramas.
Yeah,
So then I'm not listening to you complain about it again. You just lost me. You're on your own there, dude.
Hey,
You can't. Well, you can't. That's a whole piece of the puzzle you didn't. I'm not privy to.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe I'm tense up.
Hey, can you feel that I'm tensing up? Will you stop, Leanne?
You're just
Your shoulders keep rising.
They're not ganging up on me. They're just, Leanne, just stop talking.
Your stomach gets me. Your stomach gets me.
It is that, like, Joe worked out Ari yesterday to put Ari in the lead. Like, and Ari's, like, I can't really shit, like, initially I shit on it because he's so out of shape that any exercise he does puts him in the yellow, and the yellow is where you get the most points.
Uh-huh.
So just to be clear for anyone who doesn't know what this is, we're all wearing these fitness trackers. For every 10% your heart rate goes up, you're in a different fitness zone. And it's, you know, cardiovascular, anaerobic, aerobic, different zones.
He's talking dirty right now. Like,
So-
all of that.
So they're like if you're in 50% you get 1 point, 60% 2 points, 70% 3 points, 80% 4 points. You don't get any points for 90% because I think people would kill themselves.
Uh-huh.
Ari, initially, we were like, God damn it, he's in 80% immediately, and it's because he was so out of shape. And initially, I was like, yeah, but you're out of shape, that's why. It doesn't matter. Being in 80% is still hard as shit, and Ari's maintaining it for like 2 hours.
Damn.
And so he's getting like 500 points, 400 points for his workouts. And today I was like, even though I have a harder time getting into the yellow is still the yellow. You're fucking exhausted.
Uh-huh.
Your heart rate's at like 150. And so today I was in the yellow for a while, and I was pissing and moaning about Ari, but then halfway through I was like, doesn't matter, he's still fucking in the yellow. Like, everyone's yellow is everyone's yellow. You know, for Ralphie it was walking up a set of stairs, but it still is yellow, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, these are always kind of interesting.
No, that makes sense. My niece, she's a personal trainer, and she kicks my ass I pay her $5, and she just works me out.
I forgot to take my watch off, sorry.
That's
You
okay.
can take it off if it makes it easier.
No, you're fine, because I'm all lotiony.
Okay.
So, yeah, she works me out, and it's hard. And she's 24, I'm 37, and she's like, come on, let's go flip these tires. And I'm like, yeah. And then I'll walk in, and I'm like, oh, my God.
I know.
Oh, my God.
That's, yeah.
The most insane thing is that in order to stay competitive in this, you're being held to what Joe considers an aggressive workout.
That's terrifying.
And
That
so,
is.
and so as hard as you think you work out, you're wrong. You're like, oh, Joe definitely works out harder. So right now I'm 500 points away from him, which is probably the closest since his elk hunting adventure that I've ever gotten.
What?
He went elk hunting and he wore a strap and he was just registering like 500 points at a time.
Yeah.
Just fucking non-stop. Like he's packing out 1,000 pounds of elk.
Oh
So
my God, 1,000 pounds.
it's what's fun is we all text.
Even.
But wait, what do you do with 1,000 pounds of elk?
He cooks it with jalapenos.
1,000 pounds?
Well, I think the elk was 1,000 pounds. I'm sure the bones weighed something. I don't think he carried out 1,000. I speak in hyperbole.
Well, you can't carry 1,000 pounds. A man can't carry.
Not in
1,000
one load.
pounds.
You just go 100 pounds, and he's got 10 trips out.
Who wants to do that?
I don't.
Joe Rogan.
I don't want to do that ever.
No.
Well, yeah, well then don't. But he,
No.
That's yeah.
Well, then don't.
yeah, I don't want
Well, I
to.
was actually considering it. So
I
I feel
don't
totally
want
shut
to.
down.
I don't want to go. I couldn't even. Like I was watching one guy, and he killed this elk, and then a bear claimed it, and I was like, Jesus,
I'm done.
yeah, fuck that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's like when you go to the supermarket around Thanksgiving and like you try and get the last cranberry can and there's this old lady like, yeah.
I love how you're doing like the mum comparison to hunting.
The mom comparison is the last cranberry can.
For Black Friday. Oh, you're Canadian. You don't do Black Friday. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, they have black people there.
Only on Friday though.
Yeah.
Black Friday, I have not done. I've done one time in my whole life, and I said I would never do that again.
We do it every year.
Do you?
We take my mother-in-law, my husband's grandma, we take Grammy, and then my sister-in-laws, and we have the time of our lives.
Do you?
Oh, it's just like a girl's day. Like, we get Starbucks, we talk shit, we just walk around. It's fun.
That's so cool.
And we take Grammy, and we're like, come on, Grammy, and she just walks around, and
Where do you go? Like to a mall? Or?
everywhere. We go to Walmart, we used to go to Kmart, Dick's, we go to the mall, Kohl's, Target, like, we hit them all. We're out till
Okay.
like
I'm
6
sorry.
in the
Is
morning.
Dick's a strip club? What is
No.
Dick's?
Yeah, we do that in the middle.
It's sporting goods.
Sporting
Oh,
goods. For
You know,
Brandy.
for dicks.
for
Yeah,
Dick's.
it's for
Oh,
dicks.
well, they're just like everyone with a dick.
Yeah.
It's coming this way.
Girls too, but you know.
But you know,
How awesome is Kohl's?
I love Kohl's.
Oh my god, I love that store.
Hey, Leanne, you should have brought this up during your part of the
We were talking about this.
podcast.
We were talking about this then. Kohl's is the best, and there's not one around here.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
one like way up Laurel Canyon. It's not.
You should force every comic to hang out with his wife.
I should.
You should. That would be really interesting.
I should.
Watch them
Although
call them on their bullshit.
I tried to do Tom and Christina's like, I don't like talking during my massage.
Oh.
So she's like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, duly noted. And then, me with the worst case scenario. Well, she hates me.
yeah. No, she texts me that all the time.
She hates me.
No, Push is just pretty blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did these challenges first start? Was it just talking shit?
In all honesty, it started very organically with Tom. Tom started fat shaming me. I started a vlog. I got very bored doing Travel Channel, and I started a vlog, and it really was. I really liked it, and I was oblivious to how anyone received the vlog, and apparently Tom and Push, Christina Baczynski, thought it was. They liked it, but they started making fun of it. And one of the segments I did in the vlog was like I was weighing myself every morning. And Tom at the time was like 280 pounds, and he started fat shaming me because I was like showing up at a Speedo and weighing myself. And I guess that really took off. Unbeknownst to me, I was unaware of it. And then the fat shaming went kind of viral. And I think, in all honesty, I think they both actually felt bad about it. And Tom was like, I'm just going to call it off. I go, no. You're not going to come out in the front yard like my mom. Like, he has asthma. Stop picking on him. So we decided to do that weight loss challenge. I did Ari's podcast. Ari called me fat. We got Tom on the phone and we did a challenge. Me and Tom versus Ari. And then we both lost weight. We both got out of obesity. And Ari was forced to... And we did weigh-ins on Joe's podcast. And Joe loved it. He thought it was fun. He liked that we were both getting healthy. And Ari paid off the bet. Joe paid off the bet too. Joe flew us to San Francisco and brought us courtside tickets to a basketball game. And then Sober October came around. And we all did a podcast together. They asked how much I drink. I was honest. That was a big mistake. And then we all decided to do Sober October together to see if I could do it. And then we put in the 15 hot yogas, and we all just had fun. We all had fun hanging out for 1 month. We were going to yoga classes together. We were texting nonstop. It was a lot of fun. It was like, it was almost like, this sounds silly, but do you remember slumber parties when everyone was going to bed and the lights were out and you were still talking. It was like that for a whole month.
Oh.
And so it came around again. They're like, let's do it again. And I think in that time, I definitely had stepped up the shit talking of like saying I could run a marathon with no training. It was like a bunch of that shit, and I think that brought in the fitness challenge aspect.
Okay. I saw Jesus the day of, I think, after you guys did the marathon.
Oh my God.
I'm like, how are you doing? And he's all, Joy, I need a massage.
We both gained weight. Jesus Trejo, for those
he's
listening,
amazing.
ran the marathon with me. We were on the road a bunch, and he was always going down to the gym running. And he's like, I'm thinking about doing the LA Marathon. I said, I'm doing the LA Marathon. He was like, oh, let's run it together. And we ran 13 miles of it together, and then my Mickey Mantle gene kicked in, and I took over.
That's what he said. He's all, you took off.
Yeah. I at a certain point in a race, you just are like, fuck this, let's get it over with.
Okay. And you were, like, near my hometown, or the town I live in now, when you did the Castaic Marathon.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, he could come to the chiropractor right now.
Right?
Well, he's like 5 minutes away from me.
Castaic is great.
My mom and John's mom, my husband's mom, grew up in Castaic together.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so my mom is my godmother. Or my mom's, John's godmother, and John's mom is my godmother, and now they're our mother-in-laws.
How crazy.
It's weird. I'm named after my mother-in-law.
No way.
Yeah, she's Joy Eileen, and I'm Joy Eileen. So it's, yeah.
Wait, how did that happen? That's a really interesting story.
It's,
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with me, Leanne.
It's true.
How about you?
It is. He's naked.
No, that is a really interesting story. A really interesting story.
Wait, did you know John growing up?
Uh-huh. He was an asshole to me. He's 8 years older than I am.
He was an asshole.
Oh, he was so mean to me. Because I'm an awkward person, and I was a really awkward child. Yeah.
No.
Surprise. So, yeah, and he would always be like, why do you never brush your hair? Why don't you ever wear makeup? He was just mean. And then I went to Texas with my abusive ex, and then he was married to his crazy ex. And then
Oh my God, my feet. My feet, I've been running like crazy. My feet are so fucking sore.
I figured.
Oh, keep going, I apologize.
No, you're fine. Please interrupt.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sometimes people forget people are on the massage table, so every once in a while a moan helps.
Oh my God, my fucking feet. I just sound nasally.
That's good. Your lymphatic system's draining. That's good.
It's the only thing I've learned from this podcast is I can't even say
You
it.
got it.
But
So,
it's clearing out. It's fine.
I moved back to California, and then he was going through this crazy divorce and custody battle, and he tried to hit on me, and I was like, eh. It was actually at a family reunion. Lord almighty. Because my grandpa was dying of lung cancer, and my grandpa and grandma were best friends with his grandma and grandpa because their daughters hung out together.
So small town.
So small town. Castaic for you. So inbred.
But you really grew up in Castaic.
No, I grew up in Madera, Fresno.
Yeah.
And so he showed up and he's like, I'm going through this divorce. And he's like, you ran away to Texas. I'm like, I didn't run away. My parents drove me. He's like, yeah, but you dropped out of college. You were supposed to be the smart one. And then...
I love the way he hits on you. It looks like you've gained weight. Your hair, I don't like your haircut.
You're still wearing slippers.
You're still wearing slippers.
Why are you not
What's
brushing
that
your
smell?
hair?
Did you eat liver?
Close your legs. Actually open them. But then I went to San Diego with this chick, and she was a partier girl. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with my godparents. And they weren't there. So I just hung out with John, and I never left.
Really?
Yeah, and he was going through a divorce, and it was bad, and I was like, okay, I'm taking over this divorce. We're done with her, and he's like, I know, she's just crazy, and I'm like, let me deal with crazy, and I just, like, took his life over.
Wow.
He stopped drinking, he stopped smoking, I was like, I'm gonna fix you. And then once I got him fixed, he's like, okay, now we need to work on your self-esteem. You're gonna write a book, because you always talk about it. You're gonna do stand-up, so he pushed me.
What a great partner. You guys are great partners for each other.
He's a good guy.
That's amazing.
So
it's a cool story.
I can't tell you how good this feels.
Well, that makes me so happy.
My feet have been in so much pain, so all I'm doing is running.
Well, validation that I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
think you're doing a lot right.
Thank you.
Found somebody that seems like a good match for you. I think that's a big struggle. People pick the wrong person and then end up miserable instead of saying, this maybe I just picked the wrong person. Maybe there's nothing wrong with that person. It's just the wrong person for me.
Yes.
So cut your losses and start over. But
Yes.
a lot of people aren't brave enough to do that. It's a really hard choice to make. Divorce is terrible.
It's so awful.
But
it's worth it.
It's worth it, right?
It's so worth it.
It is worth it if you're truly with the wrong person.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice a lot of Hawaiians have flat feet?
What?
Hawaiians have flat feet?
Yeah.
Probably from flip-flops.
It is from flip-flops.
You think so?
I don't know, but I
Do
wear
I have
flip-flops a
flat
lot.
feet? I'm barefoot all the time.
No.
I
It's
can't
not
tell
flat
you
feet.
how good that felt on my foot. You have no idea.
So glad.
What have you been doing to take care of yourself while you're doing all
Not
of this
drinking
crazy
alcohol.
stuff?
If I don't drink alcohol, I'm superhuman.
You look good. Your muscles feel amazing. That's not in a weird way.
It's under a lot of fat, though.
No.
If I quit drinking, I think I might be... The only problem is I really enjoy it. Like,
That does pose a problem.
oh my God, this fucking kills. That feels great. Keep doing it, but
Okay.
I can't, my legs are in so much pain. Can't believe how much I needed this massage.
See, look at me doing something.
I've been drinking a lot of water, and I've been sleeping.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, someone said something, my publicist said something, Rachel said...
Oh, I thought you said racial. Oh.
No. Oh, no, Rachel was her name. She said, she goes, my cure for life is very simple. It's always been sleep and water. And I went, yeah, and I think I was just about to enter Sober October, and I was like, and I wasn't drinking that week.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm going to really load up on water. So on the road, like this weekend, I just drank, actually I drink a ton of Diet Cokes. But I just slept hard as shit.
Well, you have to think alcohol turns into sugar, and sugar, you have a harder time staying and falling asleep. So just cutting out that.
I wish there was a way. I kind of would like to get rid of alcohol the way it's been in my life. But the problem is I'm a man defined by his reward system. And so it's really hard when I take away my rewards to live life.
I get that.
Like I go, well then what do I get? Well, if there's no treats.
I'm checking out.
Yeah, like then what's the fucking purpose? Does that make sense, Leanne?
Well,
Leanne can speak to this a lot better when I'm trying to be honest about booze and how I reward myself. And
I think you have a hard time redefining the word treat. I think that's your problem, is that you can't shift the treat into something that is healthier. You don't want to do that. A treat to you is a candy bar, is a booze, is
keep going.
shopping,
Pizza,
but you are stubbornly sometimes not choosing a healthy treat.
Okay, just so you know, some people's treats cheating on their wives.
Yes, that is some people's treats, but that's not your treat. You don't have that problem. So we can compare and lessen your treat by making other people's treats look worse as long as you want, but that doesn't get you to your goal.
Yeah.
So
That's the butt cheek that hurts.
Yeah, I feel it.
You can feel it?
Yeah.
It's like it just all of a sudden seizes up.
see how he changes his subject?
Ice.
Because he wants to be right.
Also, do you have a lacrosse ball?
I have one of those balls.
Yes.
Massage ball thing.
Uh-huh. You lay on it, and then you'll roll it around, kind of like what I'm doing with my thumb, and you're going to find that spot that almost takes your breath away, and that's where you're going to lean on it, and it'll start burning, and all that is blood rushing to that area.
Really?
And that'll help. Also, foam roller. I'm sure Joe Rogan has told you foam roller. They're fantastically amazing. It's basically this, but with a roller.
Really?
Yes.
I might go buy one.
We need foam rollers to sponsor us.
Okay.
Just thought of that.
Work on it.
Good.
And the lacrosse ball. Because I bought one from the last massage therapist I went to. I bought one from her because she said, you need this.
Yeah.
And this is what you do with it. And I was like, I can do that.
No, that sounds great.
Now,
and I'd rather buy it now on here.
Yeah.
Was it you who Jeff Johnson...
Oh my God, Jeff Johnson.
Yeah, I do comedy with him every once in a while.
I'm drooling.
Good.
Yeah, Jeff Johnson and I did a documentary.
That's what I thought.
I Am the Machine.
That's what I thought.
That was a fucking blast.
He's all, hey! And I'm all, okay. So I'm doing Bert.
He's, that was one of the funnest, that was really fucking fun.
Good. And then I'm also supposed to tell, my husband works on a Navy ship.
Yeah?
And
what does he do on a Navy ship?
Okay, so it's a retired test ship, right?
Leanne's working on a new character called I'm amazed at just about any fact.
Oh, shut up! I'm a curious human being.
Oh, that
this is the way I am. I'm working on a new character. That's just,
if you ever want me on Wife of the Party, no.
I have you on Wife of the Party.
But
great.
So it's a retired destroyer, and can I say this? We might have to take this part out. So what they do is they put weapons on the ship, weapons, radar systems, anything like that, on the ship and test it and write policy and procedure on it. And then they go out to sea. Like, he'll leave me every once in a while. And I'm like, I'm a single mom. He's only gone for 5 days. But they test it, and then they write the policy and procedure, and then it goes out to our active fleets.
Wow.
Yes.
So is he military?
He's civilian.
Wow, that's what a cool job.
It's a manly job. He's got a beard. He's bald. He's sexy.
That's really cool.
But one of the guys he works with does Uber, and he took you to Levity in Oxnard. And I guess you were like, what kind of comedy do you like? And he's like, I don't know. So you tried to help him find what comedy he liked on the Uber drive over.
How crazy.
Yeah.
That's a small world.
And then, like I said, you pulled my name out of Kill Tony Bucket. So I was trying to think, I'm like, how can I relate?
Yeah. Did he take me home from Levity or to Levity?
I think he was taking you to Levity. I don't know. I could be wrong on that one.
Nope. No. He took me, I remember this a lot. He took me from Levity to the hotel.
Okay.
And he was driving me home, and I was drunk, and he had never heard of Bill Burr. And I was like, wait, you've never heard of Bill Burr? I go, wait, hold on, who do you like? I tried to introduce him to Joe Coy. I think he was, is he Filipino?
Yes. Yeah.
I introduced him to Joe Coy. I was like, dude, you gotta check out Joe Coy. You'll love Joe Coy. He's like, really? I was like, Joe Coy, Bill Burr, Sebastian Maniscalco. That's like a big broad stroke of like, find your lane that you like. Yeah, but I like, one of the coolest things in the world is introducing someone to a comic that they're going to fall in love with.
I completely agree.
And it's like not enough people do that. And I feel like the blessing in my career is that people have introduced people to me, and fans have found me that way. And I try to do it all the time with comics.
Yes.
You know? The Rock just did it with Rogan on Instagram, and I was like, how cool. If you like something and it makes you giggle, why wouldn't you share that with as many people as possible?
I agree. I do that with podcasts.